Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Book Introduction. In the enchanting world of magic and mystery, where owls deliver letters and wands wield unimaginable power, a new adventure unfolds. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child takes us back to the beloved Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, where Harry Potter, now an esteemed member of the wizarding community, faces his most challenging quest yet. 2 decades have passed since the defeat of Lord Voldemort, but a shadow of darkness looms once more, threatening to disrupt the peace Harry and his friends fought so hard to achieve. As the Minister of Magic, Harry must grapple with the weight of responsibility and navigate the complexities of parenting while dealing with his scarred past. But this time, the story revolves around a new generation. Albus Severus Potter, Harry's second son, struggles to live up to his father's legacy while being sorted into the unexpected house of Slytherin. Beside him stands Scorpius Malfoy, son of Draco Malfoy, a loyal friend, and an outcast due to rumors about his parentage. A mysterious visitor arrives at Hogwarts bearing an artifact that should never have been found, the Last Time Turner. The discovery of this forbidden device leads Albus and Scorpius on a journey that transcends time, forcing them to confront the decisions of the past and their repercussions on the present. As the young wizards navigate their way through the complexities of time and magic, they uncover secrets that were meant to remain buried. They find themselves entangled in a web of deceit and treachery, and the lines between friend and foe blur. In Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, the bonds of friendship and the true meaning of bravery are put to the test. The fate of the wizarding world rests in the hands of the new generation as they face unimaginable challenges, reconciling the sins of their fathers and forging their own destinies. Join us once more in this extraordinary tale of courage, love, and sacrifice as J.K. Rowling, Jack Thorne, and John Tiffany weave their magic, inviting us to revisit the enchanting realm of Harry Potter. Chapter 1: The Return of the Dark Lord. In the dimly lit chambers of Malfoy Manor, a hushed conversation took place between 2 cloaked figures. Their identities concealed under layers of darkness and secrecy, they spoke in whispers that echoed with sinister intent. "It is time," said the taller figure, his voice cold and commanding. "The prophecy must be fulfilled. The Dark Lord shall return." The shorter figure, with a discernible hesitation, replied, "But is it wise to meddle with such dark forces, my lord? The world has known peace for so long." "The world is a place of weakness and impurity," spat the Dark Lord. "I will bring it to its knees and establish a new order, one of pure blood and unwavering loyalty. And you, Draco Malfoy, shall play a crucial role in my resurrection." Draco's heart pounded in his chest as he bowed to the Dark Lord, his mind torn between fear and a desire to prove himself. He had spent years distancing himself from his family's dark past, seeking redemption for the sins of his father, but now destiny seemed to pull him back into the abyss. As the plan to resurrect Lord Voldemort unfolded, Draco's mind drifted to his son, Scorpius. He could not let the sins of his past condemn his only child to a future of darkness. But defying the Dark Lord was unthinkable, a death sentence. Meanwhile, in a cozy cottage on the outskirts of a bustling Muggle town, Harry Potter sat with his wife, Ginny, and their youngest son, Albus. The scar on Harry's forehead, a constant reminder of his past, tingled with an ominous sensation, a feeling he hadn't experienced since the defeat of Voldemort. "Something's not right," Harry muttered to himself, his emerald eyes clouded with concern. "I can sense it." Ginny reached out and placed a comforting hand on Harry's. "You defeated Voldemort, Harry. Whatever it is, we will face it together." Little did Harry know that the darkness he sensed was not a distant threat but a sinister plot that would bring him face to face with his past once more. And so, the wheels of fate began to turn, as 2 parallel journeys were set in motion. Albus Potter and Scorpius Malfoy, bound by an unlikely friendship, would soon find themselves at the center of a battle that transcended time itself, with the fate of the wizarding world hanging in the balance. Chapter 2: A Mysterious Visitor. At Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, a new academic year had begun. Albus Potter and Scorpius Malfoy found themselves seated in the Great Hall, surrounded by the buzz of students excitedly catching up after the summer break. As Albus glanced at the long table where his family sat, he couldn't help but feel the weight of expectations pressing down on him. Gryffindor had been the traditional house for the Potter family, and yet, the Sorting Hat had placed him in Slytherin. It had been a shock to everyone, including himself. The pressure to live up to his father's heroic reputation felt like a relentless burden. On the other hand, Scorpius, a bright young wizard with platinum blonde hair, had his own share of struggles. Whispers about his rumored parentage had followed him since his first day at Hogwarts. Despite being a loyal friend to Albus, Scorpius often found himself on the fringes of social acceptance. In the midst of their anxieties, a mysterious visitor arrived at Hogwarts, shrouded in an air of enigma. Professor McGonagall, now the headmistress, announced the guest during the opening feast. "Dear students, I am pleased to welcome a representative from the Ministry of Magic," she said. "He brings an extraordinary artifact that demands our utmost attention." The students exchanged curious glances as the doors of the Great Hall swung open, revealing a tall man dressed in an official-looking robe. His wand, sheathed at his side, hinted at his authority. He introduced himself as Mr. Amos Davies, a curator from the Department of Mysteries. "I have the privilege of presenting an object of immense power," Mr. Davies announced, holding up a gleaming time turner. Gasps and whispers rippled through the hall as the students recognized the legendary device. Harry, sitting at the head table, exchanged a knowing look with Hermione Granger, who had become the Minister for Magic, and Ron Weasley, now the Auror Office head. The trio had faced the dangers of time turners during their own time at Hogwarts and knew the potential consequences of such a powerful artifact falling into the wrong hands. Mr. Davies explained that the time turner had recently been discovered hidden in the depths of the Department of Mysteries. Its existence had long been kept secret due to the dangerous nature of time travel. "As you can imagine," Mr. Davies continued, "the Ministry cannot allow such a potent instrument to be misused. Therefore, it shall be safeguarded here at Hogwarts, under the vigilant eyes of our esteemed professors." Albus and Scorpius exchanged a curious glance, feeling drawn to the time turner's mysterious allure. Little did they know that this extraordinary artifact would soon become the epicenter of their adventures. As the days turned into weeks, rumors began to circulate among the students about the time turner's hidden powers. Some claimed it could grant access to lost treasures, while others believed it could change one's fate. Albus and Scorpius found themselves increasingly intrigued by the time turner's potential. They spent countless hours in the library, poring over dusty tomes on time travel, hoping to unravel its secrets. During one late-night study session, the two friends stumbled upon a cryptic riddle hidden in an ancient book, an enigmatic clue that seemed to beckon them towards an unknown destiny. As they delved deeper into the puzzle, they discovered a hidden chamber deep within the castle, a place that whispered with the secrets of time. Here, the past intertwined with the present, and the future seemed to unfold before their very eyes. Unbeknownst to Albus and Scorpius, the shadows of the past loomed large, and the consequences of their actions would soon reverberate through time, leading them on a path they could never have imagined. Chapter 3: The Forbidden Time Turner. In the hidden chamber, bathed in the glow of an ancient magical artifact, Albus Potter and Scorpius Malfoy stood in awe of the time turner before them. Its golden chains seemed to pulse with a life of their own, and the sand within the hourglass appeared to defy gravity, as if time itself held its breath. "Albus, do you think we should be doing this?" Scorpius asked, his voice trembling with a mixture of excitement and fear. He knew the risks involved in meddling with time, but the allure of the time turner's potential was irresistible. Albus hesitated for a moment, torn between the weight of responsibility and the desire for adventure. I don't know, Scorpius. But think about it, we could right the wrongs of the past, prevent tragedies from happening. It could be our chance to make a real difference. As the boys continued to debate the consequences, an airy whisper filled the chamber, carrying with it a cryptic message. Time is a river, and its currents cannot be tamed. To alter the past is to steer the course of destiny into treacherous waters. Choose your path wisely, for every action bears a price. The voice seemed to echo through their very souls, urging caution and restraint. Yet, the allure of changing the past was too strong to resist. Determined to understand the full extent of the time turner's power, Albus and Scorpius decided on a small experiment to go back just a few hours and witness a historical event. They set the time turner for a brief journey, feeling the world around them distort as they were pulled back through time. Their surroundings shifted, and they found themselves standing at the edge of the forbidden forest, hidden from view. Before them, a group of young witches and wizards, including Albus' father and his friends, prepared for their first adventure into the dark and dangerous woods. Excitement filled the air as Harry, Hermione, Ron, and their classmates discussed their plans. Albus watched his father, a younger version of the man he knew, filled with the same bravery and determination. Seeing Harry from a new perspective, Albus felt a deeper connection to him, understanding the struggles he faced as a young wizard. Isn't it amazing? Scorpius whispered, his eyes wide with wonder. It is, Albus replied, a sense of awe washing over him. But as he continued to watch, a gnawing feeling of unease crept into his heart. He remembered the words of the mysterious voice, the risks of altering the past were significant. We should go back, Albus said suddenly, his voice urgent. This is not our time, and we shouldn't interfere. Scorpius nodded, realizing the wisdom in Albus' words. With a twist of the time turner, they returned to the present, feeling the world settle back into its familiar flow. As the days passed, Albus and Scorpius couldn't shake the temptation of the time turner. They longed to solve the riddles of the past and find a way to make things right. But each time they contemplated using the powerful artifact, they remembered the warning, the river of time could not be tamed. However, fate had other plans for the young wizards. Unbeknownst to them, a dark figure watched from the shadows, coveting the time turner's power for his own malevolent purposes. He saw the potential to reshape history and bring about chaos. Albus and Scorpius were about to face their greatest challenge yet, to protect the time turner from falling into the wrong hands while resisting the temptation to alter time themselves. As they embarked on this perilous journey, they would learn that some mysteries were best left unsolved, and some battles were fought not with wands but with the strength of their hearts. Chapter 4: The Trials of Albus Potter. As the weeks passed, Hogwarts bustled with its usual activities. Albus Potter and Scorpius Malfoy attended classes, played Quidditch, and spent their free time researching the mysteries of the time turner. However, a cloud of uncertainty loomed over them, knowing that the powerful artifact was hidden within the castle's walls. One fateful afternoon, Albus received an unexpected invitation to the headmistress's office. Nervous anticipation gnawed at him as he made his way through the winding corridors, wondering what Professor McGonagall could possibly want to discuss with him. Upon entering the spacious office, Albus found Professor McGonagall and his father, Harry Potter, waiting for him. The seriousness etched on their faces told him that something significant was about to be revealed. Albus, Professor McGonagall began, her voice firm but gentle, there have been reports of unusual activities near the Forbidden Forest. We suspect that someone is searching for the time turner. Albus's heart raced, and he exchanged a glance with Scorpius, who had accompanied him to the office. Their secret was in danger of being exposed. Harry spoke next, his voice tinged with concern. "I need you to be honest with us, Albus. Have you and Scorpius been meddling with time?" Albus hesitated, torn between honesty and the fear of disappointing his father. But the weight of the truth pressed heavily upon him, and he finally nodded. "Yes, Dad. We have been trying to understand the Time Turner and its mysteries," he admitted. Scorpius added, "But we promise we haven't changed anything significant. We have been careful." Harry sighed, understanding the allure of the artifact all too well. "Albus, I know how tempting it can be to seek answers in the past. But you must realize the dangers of tampering with time. Even the smallest change can have unforeseen consequences." Professor McGonagall nodded in agreement. "The Time Turner is a powerful and unpredictable instrument. We need to ensure it remains protected within the castle's walls." "I'm sorry, Professor," Dad, Albus said, feeling a mix of guilt and relief. "We won't use the Time Turner anymore." His father's expression softened, and he placed a reassuring hand on Albus's shoulder. "Thank you for being honest, Albus. Your safety is my primary concern. I understand your curiosity, but I need you to promise me that you won't go near the Time Turner again." "I promise," Albus replied sincerely, feeling a sense of relief in sharing the burden of the secret. With that, Professor McGonagall assured them that she would increase security around the Time Turner. Harry reminded Albus and Scorpius of the importance of focusing on their studies and friendships, and to leave the mysteries of the past behind. As the days passed, Albus and Scorpius kept their promise, resisting the allure of the Time Turner. Instead, they focused on their studies and their shared love of Quidditch, finding comfort in the ordinary routines of school life. But unbeknownst to them, the dark figure who coveted the Time Turner was still lurking in the shadows, biding his time and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Albus and Scorpius would soon find themselves facing their greatest test yet, as they were drawn into a dangerous game of wits and courage. Little did they know that their journey would take them beyond the walls of Hogwarts, leading them to confront the ghosts of the past and the shadows of the future. The fate of the wizarding world hung in the balance, and the trials that lay ahead would test their friendship and bravery to the limits. Chapter 5: A New Friendship. As the days turned to weeks, Hogwarts embraced a sense of normalcy once more. Albus Potter and Scorpius Malfoy continued to attend classes diligently, determined to put the mysteries of the Time Turner behind them. However, a new development was about to take them by surprise, one that would change their lives forever. One rainy evening, as the students gathered in the common rooms, Albus and Scorpius found themselves engrossed in a heated discussion about transfiguration spells. They debated the intricacies of turning a mouse into a snuff box when a soft voice interrupted their conversation. "Excuse me, but I couldn't help but overhear your discussion. You seem to have a profound understanding of transfiguration." Startled, the two friends turned to find a young witch standing before them. Her dark hair cascaded down her shoulders, and her eyes sparkled with curiosity. "I'm sorry if we were being too loud," Scorpius said, offering an apologetic smile. "Oh, not at all," the witch replied with a gentle laugh. "I find transfiguration fascinating, and it's rare to come across students who discuss it so passionately. I'm Albus, and this is Scorpius," Albus introduced, feeling a sense of warmth in the stranger's presence. The witch extended her hand. "I'm Lysandra Blackwood. I'm a new transfer student to Hogwarts." Albus and Scorpius exchanged surprised glances. Hogwarts didn't often see new students, and they were intrigued by the arrival of someone so knowledgeable and approachable. "What brought you to Hogwarts, Lysandra?" Scorpius asked, curious about her story. Lysander hesitated for a moment before answering. My family recently moved, and my parents thought it would be a good opportunity for me to attend Hogwarts. It's always been my dream to study here. Well, we're glad to have you, Albus said warmly, sensing a touch of vulnerability in her response. If you need any help getting settled or with your studies, don't hesitate to ask. Lysander smiled gratefully. Thank you, Albus. That's very kind of you. I have already been sorted into Ravenclaw, and the common room is lovely, but making new friends can be a bit daunting. Scorpius grinned. Well, you have found two friends already. We will show you around and introduce you to everyone. From that moment on, a strong bond of friendship formed among Albus, Scorpius, and Lysander. They spent hours together, exploring the castle's hidden corners, sharing laughter and secrets, and deepening their understanding of magic. With Lysander's arrival, Albus and Scorpius found a new sense of purpose. They no longer felt the need to seek answers in the past through the time turner. Instead, they embraced the joys of the present and the promise of the future. As the trio's friendship grew, so did their reputation throughout Hogwarts. Lysander's knowledge and wit complemented Albus and Scorpius's adventurous spirits, and together, they became an unstoppable force. They soon found themselves leading their housemates in various academic and extracurricular pursuits, earning the admiration of students and professors alike. But amidst the newfound camaraderie, dark shadows still lurked, threatening to disrupt their harmony. The dark figure who sought the power of the time turner was growing bolder. His presence felt more acutely each passing day. As Albus, Scorpius, and Lysander navigated the complexities of friendship and faced the challenges ahead, they could not foresee the magnitude of the trials they would soon encounter. The strength of their bond would be put to the ultimate test, and the fate of Hogwarts and the wizarding world would rest in their hands. Chapter 6: Secrets of the Past. With their friendship flourishing, Albus Potter, Scorpius Malfoy, and Lysander Blackwood found solace in each other's company. Hogwarts seemed to shine brighter as they navigated their way through classes, Quidditch matches, and shared adventures. However, as they delved deeper into the mysteries of the castle, they couldn't shake the feeling that something ominous was lurking in the shadows. Late one evening, as the trio strolled along a deserted corridor, they stumbled upon an ancient tapestry that seemed to whisper forgotten secrets. The figures woven into the fabric depicted a group of witches and wizards engaged in a powerful magical ritual, their faces obscured by time. Curiosity getting the better of them, Scorpius traced his fingers over the intricate design. I wonder who these people were and what they were doing, he mused. Lysander leaned closer, her eyes narrowed in concentration. It seems like some sort of ancient ritual, but I can't discern its purpose. Albus felt a strange pull toward the tapestry, as if it held a connection to his own history. Let's find out, he suggested, glancing at his friends. Maybe it has something to do with the castle's past. As they continued their investigation, they learned that the tapestry was known as the Veiled Coven. According to a forgotten legend, the Veiled Coven was a secretive group of witches and wizards who sought to protect Hogwarts from dark forces in times of great peril. Rumors circulated that the coven had used powerful artifacts and ancient spells to safeguard the castle during tumultuous times. They were said to have access to knowledge and magic beyond comprehension. But as the centuries passed, their existence faded into myth and obscurity. Determined to uncover the truth, the trio scoured the library for any mention of the Veiled Coven. Lysander's thirst for knowledge and Scorpius's knack for deciphering ancient texts proved invaluable, and together, they pieced together fragments of the Coven's history. Their research led them to believe that the Coven's most potent artifact was none other than the mysterious time turner that they had vowed never to use again. The revelation sent shivers down their spines, realizing that the artifact they had avoided was intricately linked to the Veiled Coven. But before they could contemplate this further, they received troubling news. Hogwarts had been breached. The dark figure who coveted the Time Turner had infiltrated the castle, and the once secure wards were compromised. Albus, Scorpius, and Lysander knew that they had to act swiftly. Drawing strength from their friendship and armed with newfound knowledge, they set out to confront the intruder and protect the Veiled Coven's legacy. In the depths of the castle, they found themselves face to face with the dark figure, his identity obscured by a cloak of shadows. His eyes glinted with malevolence as he surveyed the trio. "So, you have discovered the secrets of the past, have you?" he hissed, a cruel smile playing on his lips. "The Time Turner will be mine, and I shall wield its power to reshape history as I see fit." Albus, Scorpius, and Lysander stood firm, their wands drawn, ready to defend what they held dear. Their friendship and determination formed an unbreakable shield against the dark forces that threatened to engulf them. As the battle ensued, the trio unleashed the true strength of their unity, combining their magical prowess and strategic minds to thwart the dark figure's plans. But the intruder was relentless, fueled by a thirst for power that knew no bounds. In the heat of the struggle, the veil of secrecy surrounding the Veiled Coven began to lift. The past intertwined with the present, and the trio found themselves drawing upon the wisdom of those who had once protected Hogwarts in a bygone era. United by a common purpose and the legacy of the Veiled Coven, Albus, Scorpius, and Lysander faced their greatest challenge yet. In the heart of Hogwarts, they battled not only for the Time Turner, but for the very essence of the castle itself, the magic that bound them together. Chapter 7: The Triwizard Tournament Revisited. As the battle raged within the hallowed halls of Hogwarts, Albus Potter, Scorpius Malfoy, and Lysander Blackwood stood united against the dark figure who sought to claim the power of the Time Turner and reshape history. Their determination and friendship formed an unyielding shield against the dark forces that threatened to engulf them. With a surge of magic, Albus and Scorpius combined their spells, weaving an intricate web of protection to keep the dark figure at bay. Lysander, with her keen intellect, analyzed the enemy's moves and countered with swift precision. The trio's seamless collaboration surprised their foe, momentarily catching him off guard. "You may be skilled, but you cannot stop the inevitable," the dark figure snarled, his eyes ablaze with fury. "The Time Turner's power is too great for mere children to comprehend." Yet, Albus and his friends refused to yield. They drew strength from the legacy of the Veiled Coven, knowing that they stood on the shoulders of those who had once protected Hogwarts in times of peril. Their bond grew stronger with each passing moment, as they channeled the essence of unity and resilience. As the battle reached its climax, the trio found themselves standing at the precipice of the Time Turner chamber, where the artifact's golden chains seemed to hum with ancient magic. The dark figure made one final attempt to seize the Time Turner, but Albus, Scorpius, and Lysander were ready. They chanted a powerful incantation, invoking the spirits of the Veiled Coven. The chamber resonated with echoes of the past, and a radiant aura surrounded the trio, creating a protective barrier that pushed the dark figure back. "Your lust for power blinds you," Lysander called out, her voice unwavering. "We will not let you destroy the balance of time." In a final surge of defiance, the dark figure launched a powerful curse at the trio. But as his spell met their shield of unity, it shattered like glass, leaving him vulnerable and exposed. With a shared determination, Albus, Scorpius, and Lysander joined their wands, directing a torrent of energy towards the dark figure. The combined force overwhelmed him, and he was engulfed in a blinding burst of light. When the brilliance subsided, the dark figure was gone, vanished from Hogwarts as if he had never been there. The trio's victory was hard-earned, but they knew their battle had only just begun. With the time turner still a dangerous artifact in their possession, they decided to entrust it to the care of the headmistress, Professor McGonagall. The wise and powerful witch understood the significance of their discovery and assured them that she would ensure its safekeeping. As the days passed, whispers of the trio's bravery spread throughout Hogwarts. The students hailed them as heroes, and their friendship became the stuff of legends. Albus, Scorpius, and Lysander stood as beacons of hope, a testament to the strength found in unity and the power of standing against darkness. In the wake of their victory, the trio decided to explore their newfound connection to the Veiled Coven further. They delved into the castle's hidden history, uncovering long-forgotten secrets and untold tales of courage. They realized that the legacy of the Coven was not just confined to the past, it lived on in the hearts of those who believed in its power. But as their 6th year at Hogwarts progressed, whispers of an upcoming Triwizard tournament began to surface. The prestigious event, held every few years between the 3 premier wizarding schools, Hogwarts, Buxbaton's Academy of Magic, and Durmstrang Institute, was renowned for its challenges and surprises. As excitement filled the air, Albus, Scorpius, and Lysander couldn't resist the allure of the Triwizard tournament. Their bond had grown unbreakable, and together, they decided to put their names forward as champions, ready to face whatever trials awaited them. But little did they know that the Triwizard tournament would take them on a journey that transcended time itself, forcing them to confront the shadows of the past and the uncertainties of the future. The trio's friendship and bravery would be put to the ultimate test, and the fate of the wizarding world would hang in the balance once more. Chapter 8: Albus' Dilemma. The announcement of the Triwizard Tournament champions spread like wildfire through the halls of Hogwarts. Excitement and curiosity filled the air as students eagerly anticipated the upcoming magical spectacle. Albus Potter, Scorpius Malfoy, and Lysander Blackwood found themselves at the center of attention, their names etched in history alongside the champions from Buxbaton's and Durmstrang. As the trio prepared for the challenges ahead, Albus felt a mix of exhilaration and apprehension. The prospect of representing Hogwarts in the prestigious tournament was both an honor and a burden. Yet, he knew that he could count on his friends to support him every step of the way. In the days leading up to the first task, Albus found himself wrestling with a dilemma that weighed heavily on his mind. He had recently discovered something that filled him with unease, the existence of a hidden time turner, one that had escaped the scrutiny of the Veiled Coven. Albus confided in Scorpius and Lysander, sharing his concerns about the potential dangers of the unknown time turner. He knew that he should report its discovery to Professor McGonagall, but a part of him feared the consequences. What if the time turner fell into the wrong hands, endangering his friends and the magical world once again? Scorpius placed a reassuring hand on Albus's shoulder. "We need to do the right thing, Albus. Keeping such powerful magic hidden is risky. Let's talk to Professor McGonagall together." Lysander nodded in agreement. The time turner is a piece of history that should not be taken lightly. We must ensure its safekeeping. With his friends' unwavering support, Albus decided to confide in Professor McGonagall. He explained everything: the mysterious tapestry, the Veiled Coven, and the hidden time turner that had evaded their initial discovery. The headmistress listened carefully, her expression grave yet understanding. "Your honesty and concern are commendable, Albus," Professor McGonagall said, her voice soft but resolute. "The safety of the time turner is of utmost importance. We must ensure that it remains under the protection of Hogwarts." She thanked Albus for coming forward and assured him that she would take the necessary steps to secure the artifact. Together, they devised a plan to safeguard the time turner in a hidden chamber deep within the castle's depths, its whereabouts known only to a select few. As the tournament approached, Albus, Scorpius, and Lysander focused on their preparations, immersing themselves in the tasks that awaited them. Their bond grew stronger with each passing day, as they practiced and strategized together, sharing laughter and determination. The day of the first task arrived, and the great hall was filled with eager spectators from all three schools. Albus, Scorpius, and Lysander stood side by side, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The first task proved to be a test of courage and wit. Each champion faced a magical creature that guarded a precious object. Albus encountered a formidable dragon, while Scorpius and Lysander faced equally daunting trials. Yet, their unity and determination carried them through, and they emerged victorious. As the tournament progressed, the trio's friendship continued to inspire those around them. Their bond transcended rivalries and stereotypes, reminding the wizarding world that true strength lay in unity, compassion, and the pursuit of noble ideals. But as they prepared for the final task, a revelation shook them to their core. They discovered that the dark figure they had encountered before was none other than a descendant of the Veiled Coven, who sought to claim the Time Turner's power for his own malevolent purposes. Their final challenge would be a race against time, as they delved into the secrets of the past to stop the dark descendant from altering history itself. The fate of the magical world hung in the balance, and Albus faced the most significant decision of his life, whether to preserve the past or embrace the uncertainties of the future. Chapter 9: Embracing the Future. As the final task of the Triwizard tournament approached, Albus Potter, Scorpius Malfoy, and Lysander Blackwood found themselves facing a monumental decision that would shape the course of magical history. Their journey had led them to the heart of the Veiled Coven's legacy, and the fate of the Time Turner hung in the balance. In the dimly lit chamber beneath Hogwarts, the trio confronted the dark descendant of the Veiled Coven. His eyes gleamed with a sinister determination as he prepared to harness the Time Turner's power to rewrite the past and reshape the wizarding world according to his twisted desires. "You fools think you can stand in my way," he sneered, his voice dripping with malice. "The Time Turner belongs to me, and I shall use it to undo every mistake, every humiliation my ancestors suffered." Albus, Scorpius, and Lysander stood strong, their unity and friendship a formidable shield against the dark forces that threatened to engulf them. They knew that they couldn't let the Time Turner fall into the wrong hands, even if it meant risking everything they held dear. "We won't let you destroy the balance of time," Albus declared, his voice firm. "The past is a part of us, but it doesn't define us. We must learn from history, not rewrite it." Scorpius added, "The power of the Time Turner may be tempting, but we won't let it corrupt us. We choose to embrace the uncertainties of the future and forge our own destinies." Lysander stepped forward, her gaze unwavering. The Veiled Coven's legacy is not about wielding power for personal gain. It's about protecting Hogwarts and the wizarding world from darkness. We will not let you tarnish their noble purpose. In a surge of magic, the Dark Descendant launched an onslaught of curses at the trio. But Albus, Scorpius, and Lysander were prepared. They stood their ground, countering his spells with a powerful display of unity and courage. As the battle raged on, the Time Turner's hourglass began to pulse with a strange energy, responding to the trio's determination. Albus realized that the artifact recognized the true heirs of the Veiled Coven, the ones who understood its purpose and wielded its power with respect and wisdom. With newfound strength, Albus, Scorpius, and Lysander worked together to disarm the Dark Descendant, breaking his hold on the Time Turner. The artifact's golden chains glowed brightly, revealing a hidden chamber within the chamber, the true heart of the Veiled Coven's legacy. As the Dark Descendant was incapacitated, the trio found themselves drawn into the heart of the Time Turner's magic. In a whirlwind of light, they witnessed moments from the past, present, and future, all intertwined in a tapestry of time. They saw the Veiled Coven, standing united against dark forces throughout history. They witnessed the courage and sacrifice of their ancestors, who had safeguarded the secrets of Hogwarts and the magic world. and they glimpsed visions of a future where their friendship and unity inspired generations to come. In that moment of revelation, Albus, Scorpius, and Lysander understood the true power of the time turner. It wasn't to change the past, but to learn from it, to honor the sacrifices made by those who came before, and to shape a better future. When the whirlwind subsided, the dark descendant lay defeated, and the time turner's energy returned to a state of calm. The trio knew that the artifact must be protected, not hidden away, but entrusted to those who would uphold the values of the Veiled Coven. They sought out Professor McGonagall and shared their experiences. With wisdom and pride, she acknowledged their understanding of the Veiled Coven's legacy and the Time Turner's true purpose. She appointed them as the new keepers of the artifact, guardians of its power, and protectors of Hogwarts. As the school year drew to a close, Albus, Scorpius, and Lysander were hailed as heroes. Their friendship and bravery had not only triumphed in the Triwizard Tournament, but had also brought about a deeper understanding of the Veiled Coven's legacy and the significance of unity in times of darkness. With a shared sense of purpose and hope for the future, the trio looked forward to the adventures that lay ahead. The wizarding world was vast and full of possibilities, and they knew that together, they could face any challenges that came their way. As they stepped into the unknown, embracing the uncertainties of the future, Albus Potter, Scorpius Malfoy, and Lysander Blackwood knew that they were bound by a friendship that transcended time itself, a bond that would forever shape their destinies and the magical world they loved. Chapter 10, Epilogue: A Legacy of Unity. Years passed, and Hogwarts continued to be a place of magic, friendship, and learning. The legacy of the Triwizard Tournament and the Veiled Coven lived on, inspiring future generations of witches and wizards. Albus Potter, Scorpius Malfoy, and Lysander Blackwood remained inseparable, their bond as strong as ever. As the years went by, Albus pursued a career as an auror, driven by a desire to protect the magical world from dark forces. Scorpius followed his passion for magical creatures, becoming a renowned magicologist. Lysander excelled in magical research, publishing groundbreaking works that delved into the history and mysteries of the wizarding world. Together, they formed a formidable trio, their friendship serving as a beacon of hope and unity in a world that sometimes felt divided. They founded the Unity Society, an organization dedicated to promoting understanding and cooperation among witches and wizards of all backgrounds. Through their efforts, the Unity Society bridged gaps between magical communities, ensuring that Hogwarts stood not only as a school of magic but as a symbol of harmony and inclusivity. During one of their annual Unity Day celebrations at Hogwarts, the trio was honored with a tribute, a mural depicting them standing united against the dark figure, their wands raised in solidarity. The mural served as a reminder to all students that the power of friendship and unity could conquer even the darkest of times. As they stood before the mural, memories of their time as champions in the Triwizard Tournament flooded back. Their journey had been a testament to the strength of the human spirit, and their actions had reverberated throughout the wizarding world. At the conclusion of the ceremony, Albus, Scorpius, and Lysander gathered at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, where their journey had begun. They marveled at how far they had come and how their lives had been forever intertwined. Who would have thought that exploring an ancient tapestry would lead us here? Scorpius said with a chuckle. Lysander smiled. And that our friendship would become the foundation of something so much bigger than ourselves. Albus nodded, gazing at his friends with deep affection. I'm grateful for every moment we have shared. You both mean the world to me. The trio embraced, their hearts filled with gratitude for the lessons they had learned, the challenges they had overcome, and the lasting friendship they had forged. And as they stood there, united against the backdrop of Hogwarts, they knew that the legacy of the Veiled Coven and the Triwizard Tournament would continue to inspire generations to come, a legacy of unity, courage, and the understanding that the power of friendship could shape the course of magical history. The future remained uncertain, but Albus, Scorpius, and Lysander faced it with unwavering determination, knowing that as long as they stood together, they could overcome any obstacle that lay ahead. And so, the tale of Albus Potter, Scorpius Malfoy, and Lysander Blackwood became a legend whispered in the halls of Hogwarts, a legend of friendship that would forever echo through the magical world, reminding all who heard it that the power of unity could change the world for the better. And so, the legacy continued, as the magical world embraced a future built on the foundations of unity, friendship, and the unbreakable bond of three extraordinary witches and wizards. Chapter 11: The Wheel of Time. Years turned into decades, and the legacy of Albus Potter, Scorpius Malfoy, and Lysander Blackwood lived on, ingrained in the very fabric of Hogwarts. The Unity Society flourished, promoting understanding and cooperation among witches and wizards worldwide. Their story became an integral part of Hogwarts history, inspiring new generations to embrace unity and compassion. As time passed, Albus, Scorpius, and Lysander's paths diverged, but their friendship remained steadfast. They continued to meet regularly, reminiscing about their adventures, sharing laughter, and supporting each other in their respective endeavors. One evening, during a gathering at Hogwarts, they found themselves drawn to the Room of Requirement, a place where the castle's magic responded to the deepest needs and desires of those who entered. The room had transformed into a mystical chamber, bathed in ethereal light. A magnificent veil adorned one wall, shimmering with the essence of time itself. Intrigued, Albus, Scorpius, and Lysander approached the veil, feeling its magic pulsating through their very souls. "The Veil of Time," Scorpius whispered, his eyes wide with wonder. "It's said to be a gateway to the past and future." Lysander's curiosity was piqued. "Can we see events from the past or glimpse into the future?" Albus reached out to touch the veil, feeling an electric surge as visions swirled before his eyes. He saw fragments of the past, the founding of Hogwarts, triumphs and challenges faced by the Veiled Coven, and the valiant efforts of those who had come before. Scorpius gazed at the veil, witnessing glimpses of the future, a world where the Unity Society had grown even stronger, where magical creatures and wizards lived in harmony, and where Hogwarts stood as a beacon of hope for all magical beings. Lysander stepped forward, and the veil granted her insights into forgotten knowledge, a realm of ancient spells, lost artifacts, and untold magical secrets waiting to be unraveled. As they stood before the Veil of Time, the trio felt a profound connection to the magic that bound the past, present, and future. They realized that their friendship had become an integral part of the castle's history, intertwined with the legacy of the Veiled Coven and the Triwizard Tournament. "We have been blessed with an extraordinary gift, a friendship that transcends time," Albus said, his voice filled with awe. Scorpius nodded, his eyes shining with gratitude. "We have shown the world that unity can overcome darkness, and that the choices we make shape the course of history." Lysander added, "Our friendship has become a part of Hogwarts magic, woven into the very fabric of the castle." With a shared sense of purpose, the trio made a vow to protect the Veil of Time and ensure that its magic remained a force for good. They pledged to preserve the legacy of the Veiled Coven and the Triwizard Tournament, passing down the story of their friendship through the ages. As they stepped away from the Veil of Time, a sense of peace and contentment washed over them. They knew that their bond would endure, just like the magic that permeated Hogwarts. And so, the tale of Albus Potter, Scorpius Malfoy, and Lysander Blackwood continued to be whispered in the halls of Hogwarts, a tale of friendship that transcended time itself, an enduring legacy of unity, courage, and the belief that together, they could change the world. As the sun set over the majestic castle, its towers and turrets bathed in a golden glow, Albus, Scorpius, and Lysander knew that their journey had come full circle. They were bound not only by the memories of their adventures, but by the magic of friendship that would forever shape their destinies and the magical world they loved. And as the years turned into centuries, the tale of their friendship would remain etched in the enchanted walls of Hogwarts, a testament to the enduring power of unity and the indomitable spirit of three extraordinary witches and wizards. Chapter 12: The Eternal Trio. The passing years brought changes to Hogwarts, but the bond between Albus Potter, Scorpius Malfoy, and Lysander Blackwood remained constant. The Unity Society continued to thrive, spreading its message of unity and understanding far beyond the castle's walls. Their story became a legend, a tale of friendship that echoed through the ages. As Hogwarts approached its 1000th anniversary, a grand celebration was planned. Witches and wizards from all corners of the magical world gathered to honor the school's storied history. Among the attendees were the descendants of Albus, Scorpius, and Lysander, each bearing the same spirit of unity that had defined their ancestors. In a special ceremony, a plaque was unveiled at the entrance of the Unity Society's headquarters. It depicted the Eternal Trio, Albus, Scorpius, and Lysander, standing united against the dark forces, their wands raised in harmony. The plaque served as a symbol of their friendship's enduring legacy and its impact on the world. During the celebrations, the descendants of the trio found themselves drawn to the Room of Requirement, where the Veil of Time still shimmered with magic. The veil had become a treasured artifact, guarded carefully over the centuries, and it retained its ability to reveal visions of the past, present, and future. As the descendants approached the veil, they felt a sense of awe and reverence. It was said that the magic of the veil responded to the emotions and intentions of those who stood before it. And so, with hearts full of love and respect, they reached out, touching the veil, seeking insights into their ancestors' adventures. Visions swirled before their eyes, the epic battles fought by Albus, Scorpius, and Lysander, the triumphs of the Unity Society, and the impact their ancestors' friendship had on the wizarding world. "I can't believe this is real," Eleanor Potter, Albus's descendant, whispered, her eyes brimming with tears. "To see their journey, to witness their bravery, it's incredible." Draco Malfoy's descendant, Draco too, nodded in agreement. Their friendship changed the course of history. The Unity Society has kept their legacy alive for centuries. Selena Blackwood, Lysander's descendant, smiled proudly. "And it's our responsibility to carry on that legacy, to protect the magic of friendship and unity." As they stepped back from the veil, the descendants shared a silent understanding, an unspoken vow to continue the legacy of their ancestors, to uphold the values of the Unity Society, and to cherish the magic of true friendship. Over the centuries, the tale of Albus Potter, Scorpius Malfoy, and Lysander Blackwood continued to be passed down from generation to generation. Their story became more than a legend. It became a source of inspiration for witches and wizards of all ages, reminding them of the power of unity in times of darkness. And so, as the centuries unfolded, the magic of their friendship remained alive, transcending time and space. It became an eternal symbol of hope, courage, and the belief that together, witches and wizards could create a world of harmony and understanding. As the final rays of the sun bathed Hogwarts in a golden glow, the descendants of Albus, Scorpius, and Lysander gathered in the castle's courtyard. They raised their wands in unison, casting a spell of remembrance that would echo through the ages. Forever united, forever strong, the magic of friendship shall carry on. And so, the tale of the Eternal Trio continued to be whispered in the halls of Hogwarts, a tale of friendship that transcended time itself, an enduring legacy of unity, courage, and the belief that together, they could change the world. Chapter 13: A New Beginning. As the centuries passed, the legacy of Albus Potter, Scorpius Malfoy, and Lysander Blackwood continued to be celebrated at Hogwarts. Their story became an integral part of the school's history, inspiring generations of students to embrace unity, compassion, and the power of true friendship. The Unity Society remained a pillar of strength within the magical world, promoting understanding and cooperation among witches and wizards of all backgrounds. The descendants of Albus, Scorpius, and Lysandra carried on their ancestors' mission, ensuring that the magic of unity endured through the ages. In one of the Unity Society's gatherings, the current leaders of the organization, a trio of young witches from different magical families, found themselves drawn to the Room of Requirement. They had heard tales of the Wheel of Time and its connection to the legendary trio. As they stepped into the enchanted chamber, the veil shimmered with an ethereal light, as if welcoming them. Intrigued, they reached out to touch it, feeling the magic course through their veins. Visions of the past, present, and future flashed before their eyes, filling them with a profound sense of purpose. We stand here today because of the bravery and friendship of Albus, Scorpius, and Lysandra. Isabella Wood, one of the young witches, said, her voice steady with determination. Their legacy lives on in the Unity Society, and it's up to us to ensure it continues. Another witch, Ethan Longbottom, nodded. We are bound by more than just our friendship. We are connected by the magic of unity, a force that can overcome any darkness. And we shall embrace that magic, just as they did, added Sophia Chung, the third member of the trio. We will carry on their mission, promoting understanding and compassion, for the betterment of the magical world. With their minds set and their hearts united, the young witches vowed to protect the Wheel of Time and the magic it held. They knew that the challenges they faced might be different from those of their ancestors, but the core values of the Unity Society remained unchanged. As the centuries continued to unfold, the Unity Society thrived under the leadership of new generations, each bearing the torch of unity passed down through the ages. The magic of friendship and compassion continued to shape the wizarding world, inspiring witches and wizards to stand together in times of adversity. In the distant future, a new era dawned at Hogwarts, the school's 2000th anniversary. The celebrations were grand, drawing witches and wizards from all corners of the magical world. During the festivities, a group of young witches and wizards made their way to the Room of Requirement, guided by the tales of the Wheel of Time and the legendary trio. As they stood before the shimmering veil, they felt the weight of history and the power of the Unity Society's legacy. Their hearts swelled with pride as they recognized their ancestors' faces in the mural, the eternal trio, forever united in friendship and courage. We are here because of them, said Aden Granger, a descendant of Hermione Granger. Their friendship changed the course of history, and it continues to shape our world. Leah Lupin, a descendant of Remus Lupin, added, we must honor their legacy and continue to stand together, united against darkness. As they touched the Wheel of Time, visions of the past, present, and future danced before their eyes. They saw the triumphs of the Unity Society, the battles fought to protect the magic of unity, and a world where witches and wizards embraced their differences, standing as one. With renewed determination, the young witches and wizards pledged to carry on the legacy of Albus Potter, Scorpius Malfoy, and Lysandra Blackwood. They vowed to protect the magic of friendship and unity, ensuring that it endured for generations to come. And so, the tale of the eternal trio continued to be whispered in the halls of Hogwarts, a tale of friendship that transcended time itself, an enduring legacy of unity, courage, and the belief that together, they could change the world. Chapter 14, The Unity Unbroken. As the centuries unfolded, the legacy of Albus Potter, Scorpius Malfoy, and Lysandra Blackwood remained etched in the annals of Hogwarts history. The Unity Society endured through the ages, its mission of promoting understanding and unity passed down from one generation to the next. At the dawn of a new era, Hogwarts celebrated its 3000th anniversary, a momentous occasion that drew witches and wizards from all corners of the magical world. The castle stood as a testament to the enduring magic of friendship and unity, a living embodiment of the legacy of the eternal trio. During the celebrations, the leaders of the Unity Society, a diverse group of witches and wizards from different backgrounds, found themselves drawn to the Room of Requirement. The Wheel of Time, unchanged by the passage of centuries, beckoned to them with its timeless magic. As they stood before the whale, the leaders felt a profound connection to their ancestors, the legendary trio whose friendship had shaped the destiny of the magical world. Alexander Weasley, a descendant of the Weasley family, spoke with reverence. Their legacy is alive within us, a legacy of unity that has transcended time. We are the keepers of that flame. Lucian Chung, a descendant of Sophia Chung, added, the Unity Society's mission is as vital now as it was in the past. We must continue to champion understanding and acceptance for the sake of our future. With determination in their hearts, they pledged to protect the Wheel of Time and the magic it held, ensuring that the story of the Eternal Trio continued to inspire generations to come. As the years rolled on, the Unity Society remained an influential force within the magical world. Its members were advocates for change, breaking down barriers and fostering harmony among witches and wizards of all backgrounds. In a world where differences sometimes led to division, the Unity Society served as a beacon of hope, a reminder that unity was not just a fleeting ideal but an enduring magic that could unite the magical world in times of darkness. As the magical world faced new challenges, the Unity Society stood united, continuing the work of their ancestors. They expanded their efforts beyond Hogwarts, collaborating with magical communities across the globe to address issues of prejudice and injustice. Their vision of unity extended to all magical beings, humans, centaurs, house elves, and even magical creatures, each with their unique strengths and perspectives, contributing to a vibrant tapestry of magic. During a special gathering of the Unity Society, the members gathered at the Wheel of Time once more. They paid homage to the legacy of the Eternal Trio and the countless witches and wizards who had followed in their footsteps. We owe it to them to carry on their mission, declared James Granger, a descendant of Adain Granger. Their friendship was a force that changed history, and it continues to shape our present and future. Eleanor Lupin, a descendant of Leah Lupin, added, let us strive to be worthy of their legacy, to be beacons of unity in a world that sometimes forgets its magic. And so, the Unity Society continued its journey, guided by the spirit of friendship that transcended time. They remained united, their hearts entwined with the legacy of Albus Potter, Scorpius Malfoy, and Lysander Blackwood. As the centuries turned, the tale of the Eternal Trio continued to be whispered in the halls of Hogwarts, a tale of friendship that transcended time itself, an enduring legacy of unity, courage, and the belief that together, they could change the world. Chapter 15, A Timeless Bond. As the magical world progressed into the future, the Unity Society's impact continued to resonate far and wide. Its members remained steadfast in their commitment to promoting understanding, compassion, and unity among all magical beings. With each passing generation, new leaders emerged, carrying the torch of the Eternal Trio's legacy. They understood that the magic of friendship and unity was not confined to the past, but a timeless force that could shape the course of history for generations to come. The Wheel of Time in the Room of Requirement became a symbol of the Unity Society's enduring mission. It stood as a reminder of the Eternal Trio's courage and the bonds of friendship that transcended time itself. During a momentous gathering at Hogwarts, the current leaders of the Unity Society gathered before the Wheel of Time. They were a diverse group, hailing from different magical families and backgrounds, united in their dedication to the Society's ideals. As they touched the wheel, they felt a surge of magic that connected them to the past, present, and future, the echoes of their ancestors and the generations yet to come. We are the guardians of a legacy that spans centuries, said Isabella Potter, a descendant of Albus Potter. Their friendship inspires us to be agents of change, to strive for a better magical world. Scorpius Weasley, a descendant of Scorpius Malfoy, nodded. we must remember that unity is not just a lofty goal but a commitment to understanding and compassion. Lysander Chung, a descendant of Lysander Blackwood, added, "Our task is to carry their spirit into the future, to ensure that the Unity Society remains a beacon of hope for all." And so, the Unity Society continued to grow and evolve. It expanded its reach, advocating for social justice and inclusivity, breaking down barriers that had long divided the magical world. The magic of unity not only transformed Hogwarts but permeated magical communities worldwide. Through their efforts, the Unity Society brought about positive change, fostering an environment where witches and wizards of all backgrounds could thrive. At the dawn of a new era, a new generation of witches and wizards gathered at the Room of Requirement. They had heard the tale of the Eternal Trio, the legacy of Albus Potter, Scorpius Malfoy, and Lysander Blackwood. As they touched the veil of time, visions of the past and future filled their minds. They saw the triumphs of the Unity Society, the challenges they would face, and the magic of friendship that would sustain them. Inspired by the legacy of their ancestors, the new generation of the Unity Society vowed to carry the mantle of unity and compassion into the future. They understood that the work of building a better magical world was an ongoing journey, a journey that required dedication, courage, and a commitment to understanding one another. And so, as the years turned, the tale of the Eternal Trio continued to be whispered in the halls of Hogwarts, a tale of friendship that transcended time itself, an enduring legacy of unity, courage, and the belief that together, they could change the world. In every generation, witches and wizards of all backgrounds came together to uphold the magic of unity, ensuring that the legacy of Albus Potter, Scorpius Malfoy, and Lysander Blackwood lived on, an eternal reminder that the bonds of friendship could shape the course of magical history. And so, the Unity Society remained a timeless force, a beacon of hope in a world that sometimes faced darkness, a testament to the enduring power of friendship and the magic of unity.